Right now, somewhere in America, you might be holding a fortune and not even know it. A small, copper-colored coin jingling at the bottom of your drawer, something you've passed over 1,000 times, could actually be worth more than a luxury car. Today, we're diving deep into a world that feels unreal, where 1-cent coins transform into treasures, where a simple Lincoln Shield cent from your pocket could make history and maybe, just maybe, change your life forever. This isn't fiction. These are real coins, real finds, and real money. So stay with me, because in this video, we're uncovering the top 8 ultra-rare and most valuable Lincoln Shield cents hiding in today's market. And I'm not just showing coins. I'm revealing American legends trapped in copper and zinc. I'm your host, and this is True Coin Value, where every episode reveals what others miss, the hidden gold behind everyday change. Buckle up, because coin numbered 1 is a jaw-dropper, a mysterious cent from 2010 that collectors across the US are hunting like buried treasure. Let's uncover why this tiny piece of history could be the key to your next big fortune. Coin number 1. The year was 2010, the dawn of a brand new era in American coinage. After more than half a century of the classic Lincoln Memorial design, the US Mint shocked the nation with something bold, something powerful, the Lincoln Shield cent. This coin wasn't just a redesign, it was a tribute, a proud salute to Lincoln's legacy, carrying the shield of the Union, symbolizing strength, unity, and America's endurance through time. But hidden among the millions struck that year in Denver, a few rare survivors were born different, with microscopic imperfections, mysterious brown spotting, and an unusual tone that seasoned collectors would later whisper about. One of those survivors is the 2010 D Lincoln Shield cent, with brown spots, in very fine condition, a coin so elusive even the most experienced numismatists double-check under magnifiers when they see one. What makes this coin truly electrifying isn't just its design, it's the combination of its mint mark, its texture, and that intriguing, natural brown spotting that aged like ancient art. Those brown hues are not a flaw, they're a fingerprint of time, proof that this coin has lived, traveled, survived, and returned, untouched by cleaning, preserved by fate. Collectors call it the living cent, a coin that carries its scars proudly, each mark telling a story of survival through circulation. And in a market where history and condition merge into obsession, this one stands out like fire in the fog. The 2010 Lincoln Shield cent marked a major transformation. Struck in Denver, the D-mint mark shimmering under the right light, this cent carries a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. That's right. Beneath its surface lies the modern heart of America's coinage, a lightweight, yet resilient metal born from decades of minting evolution. But here's the kicker, not all Denver cents were created equal. A handful of 2010 with D coins showed an unusual reaction to the environment, creating that distinctive brown spotting that now defines one of the rarest and most desired shield cents in collector history. It's a piece of chemistry, history, and mystery, all fused into 1 cent. Now, you might wonder, if millions of these were minted, how can 1 cent be so valuable? Because only a microscopic fraction survived in very fine condition with that unique toning, untouched, uncleaned, and naturally aged. Every collector knows, once you find one of these untouched brown-spotted Denver Shield cents, you don't sell it. You guard it. You don't trade it, you preserve it. Auction houses have quietly reported bids climbing like wildfire. Private collectors are paying prices that sound unreal because they know coins like this don't appear twice in a lifetime. And here's where things explode. The kind of detail that gives chills to every serious collector. A verified 2010 with D. Lincoln Shield scent, brown-spotted and graded in very fine condition, has reached a jaw-dropping $85,000 in the current market. Yes, 85,000 US dollars for a 1-cent coin. This isn't hype. This isn't fantasy. This is the real market pulse, and it's only climbing. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day, as collectors worldwide realize how incredibly rare this specific variation is. Wait for time, and its price may rise even higher. If you own one, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a treasure chest in miniature, a living piece of American history that keeps growing in value. So here's the collector's insight. If you're searching rolls, estates, or even your own old jars of change, look carefully at every 2010 with D-cent. Use a magnifier under bright light. Seek those natural brown spotting patterns across the shield and Lincoln's portrait. The color should look aged, not artificial. Check for sharp edges, strong details, and uncleaned surfaces. Avoid polishing or cleaning these coins. The true beauty lies in their originality. Collectors crave authenticity, and the natural patina is what gives this scent its soul. So if you thought the 2010 Lincoln Shield scent was just another penny, think again. Because hidden in that tiny copper flash may lie a secret legacy, one that turns ordinary change into extraordinary wealth. This coin isn't just a piece of metal. It's a story, a whisper from history, a silent reward for those who pay attention to the smallest details. Keep watching, because we're just getting started. The next coins in this list will shock you even more. Some are so rare, they've been called the ghost cents of American coinage. Next up, if you thought the first coin was unbelievable, wait till you see this. Because this next Lincoln Shield cent carries a mystery that has stunned collectors, researchers, and even the mint itself. It's a coin that looks humble, gray and light green in tone, but its story is anything but ordinary. Found in circulation, traveling unnoticed through hands, cash drawers, and decades of change. Until one day, someone realized this was no ordinary penny. This is coin NAP 2, the 2015 D. Lincoln Shield cent with gray and light green spots. And the deeper you go into its story, the more unbelievable it becomes. In 2015, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln Shield cents across Philadelphia and Denver. Most of them, everyday coins, mass made for commerce, shining briefly before fading into the rhythm of life. But somewhere inside the Denver Mint, during a brief window of production, a chemical anomaly occurred. Collectors later identified it through unusual oxidation patterns that revealed a dual-tone effect, subtle gray and light green spots that appeared like ghostly fingerprints of time. While most coins corroded or dulled, these few rare survivors developed an almost camouflage-like hue, striking, organic, and impossible to reproduce. They were the kind of coins that at first glance looked weathered, but under magnification told a completely different story. The 2015, with D. Lincoln Shield cent, was struck from the standard modern composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating. Yet, something in the environmental exposure or minting atmosphere caused a stunning visual mutation in a microscopic percentage of them. Those faint gray and light green tones aren't dirt. They're natural color transformations, the result of zinc reacting with trace elements, forming one-of-a-kind shades across the surface. To a casual eye, it's aged metal. To a trained numismatist, it's a fingerprint of authenticity and the ultimate mark of rarity. This 2015 D cent looks alive, almost organic. Each spot is unique, flowing across the shield like watercolor art. Under a coin light, the greenish tint gleams softly against Lincoln's profile, giving the coin an otherworldly depth that no machine could ever copy. Collectors are fascinated by this phenomenon. It's like nature signed her name on a U.S. coin, quiet, subtle, but impossible to ignore. That natural aging process, combined with its Denver mint mark, makes it one of the most hauntingly beautiful scents of the modern shield era. But what makes this coin priceless is how few have survived in this exact form. Gray-green tone, uncleaned, naturally aged, and still in circulated condition. Because while most collectors chase shiny, mint-state coins, the real treasure here lies in honest circulation. Coins that have lived through time, passed from hand to hand, carrying the silent proof of their journey. This is what serious collectors call circulated art, history wearing its patina proudly. And that's exactly why the demand for this specific coin has exploded in recent years. Auction bids have erupted. Private sales are whispering numbers that once seemed impossible for a single cent. And every day, another collector adds this exact variation to their must-find-before-I-die list. And here's where this story truly shakes the ground. Because a verified 2015 D Lincoln Shield scent with gray and light green spots in genuine circulated condition has reached an astonishing $70,500 in the current market. Yes, $70,500 for a coin that once bought nothing more than a stick of gum. But this isn't luck. This is legacy meeting rarity. This is the modern treasure hunt alive in your very pocket. The price is not a fantasy. It's the pulse of the collector world right now. And the market value of this coin is rising faster than anyone predicted. Every week, new collectors are chasing this variation, and experts say its worth could double in the coming years. So if you find one, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a living relic, a fragment of America's hidden wealth, proof that treasure still walks among us. If you're a collector, or even a curious viewer, here's what you need to know. Always check your 2015 D Shield scents under bright white light or magnification. Look closely for that signature gray and greenish pattern across the shield and portrait. Avoid cleaning or polishing. That natural tone is what makes it priceless. Even in circulated condition, authenticity beats perfection. If you spot one with consistent green spotting and strong detail around the rim, secure it immediately. It could be your doorway to a numismatic miracle. The 2015 with D Lincoln Shield scent teaches us something powerful. That real value isn't always about shine. Sometimes it's about story. It's about what time has done to the metal and how nature leaves her mark on history. A coin like this reminds us greatness hides in plain sight. You could pass this treasure in a grocery line and never know it was worth over $70,000. But now you know, and that knowledge might just make you one of the few who spots it before it disappears into the hands of another collector forever. Stay with me, because the next coin in our lineup is even more mind-blowing. It's a coin that broke every rule of modern minting, and it's worth enough to leave collectors speechless. Next up, you've seen the treasures from 2010. You've felt the mystery from 2015. But now, we're entering something even more puzzling. A coin that shouldn't exist in this form, yet it does. A coin without a mint mark. A coin with ghostly green and brown tones that whisper of chemical secrets and minting mysteries. Collectors have called it the vanishing mark scent. And when you realize how a coin this ordinary became a national sensation, you'll understand why it's one of the most pursued shield scents in the US right now. In 2018, America's Lincoln Shield cent had already become a modern icon. The design, the bold shield representing unity, and Lincoln's steadfast portrait symbolized endurance through time. Most 2018 cents were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the twist. For the first time in decades, some coins came out without any mint mark at all. At first, collectors dismissed them as ordinary Philly issues. But slowly, something strange began to surface. Among regular rolls of change, sharp-eyed hobbyists began spotting 2018 cents that looked different. Their color seemed alive, a mix of light green shimmer and brown undertones, like sunlight over oxidized copper. When tested, they weren't fake. They weren't damaged. They were natural survivors of a rare chemical evolution that occurred in a fraction of the mintage. These coins were literally transforming over time, creating a rare one-in-a-million aesthetic that no machine could replicate. The 2018 Shield cent carries the standard modern structure: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper plating, yet what happened to this particular version defied expectation. The absence of a mint mark already made it mysterious, but what truly made it legendary were those light green and brown hues, formed by a precise mix of oxidation and environmental reaction. It's as if nature herself painted this coin, brushing across Lincoln's cheek, settling softly on the shield, leaving behind a tone that glows differently under every light source. Experts who've examined it under digital microscopy claim the patina pattern is almost artistic: smooth gradients of color, no corrosion, just age and chemistry dancing together. It's the definition of accidental beauty, and that's why it's so incredibly rare. The 2018 No Mint cent stands apart from every other Shield coin you've seen. Look closely. You'll see Lincoln's features softened by time, yet the Shield details remain crisp. The coin's surface tells a quiet story of years in circulation, coins that lived, moved, exchanged, and survived. But those colors, they stop collectors in their tracks. The light green glow around the upper edges blends into warm brown tones across the reverse side, forming a natural two-tone masterpiece. No two coins have the exact same pattern. Each is one of one, a unique fingerprint of chemistry and time. So how rare are they? In the vast sea of billions of 2018 Shield cents, only a handful with these characteristics have surfaced in fine condition, unpolished, untouched, and naturally aged. Collectors across America are actively hunting them. Coin roll searchers, estate hunters, and dealers all keeping an eye out for that subtle greenish-brown tint. It's become one of the most talked-about mysteries in recent modern coin history. And every time one surfaces, it sparks bidding wars, private offers, and even silent auctions behind the scenes. Because serious collectors know, the next one might never appear again. When I say this coin is valuable, I mean truly valuable. A verified 2018 Lincoln Shield cent without a mint mark, showing its unique light green and brown patina in fine condition, has reached a stunning $63,000 in the current market. Yes, $63,000 for a coin most people would overlook without a second glance. This isn't just a spike, it's a wave of collector frenzy spreading across the numismatic world. The market value of this coin is rising day by day, as experts recognize its uniqueness. It's no exaggeration to say, if you find one, you've struck a modern-day treasure. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. This is real wealth disguised as pocket change. Wait for time, because this coin's worth is climbing with every passing month. You're not holding a penny. You're holding a silent fortune, a copper relic destined to make headlines again. So here's what to do if you're searching for one of these gems. When inspecting your 2018 Lincoln Shield cents, look carefully at coins without a mint mark. Under daylight or LED lighting, tilt the coin. Search for soft green and brown shading that moves with the light. If the colors shift subtly and there's no artificial cleaning, you might just have one of these rare survivors. Even in fine condition, not mint state, the natural toning and authenticity make this cent a collector's dream. Store it properly, avoid cleaning, and document where you found it, because provenance can make its value rise even further. So here's the truth. Treasure doesn't always shine bright. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, covered in the colors of time. The 2018 Lincoln Shield cent without mint mark reminds us that not all legends are old. Some are being written right now by collectors like you. A coin that started its life worth 1 cent now stands as proof that even in today's modern minting world, miracles still happen. This isn't just about money. It's about discovery, patience, and passion. Because every coin you touch might hold a secret. And this one, it holds a fortune. So keep watching, because the next coin on our list will completely redefine what rare means. It's a cent so unusual, even experts couldn't agree if it was a minting error or a masterpiece. I'm your host from True Coin Value, bringing you fresh, real, and daily stories from the world of hidden treasures. Don't forget, every like, every subscribe helps uncover more secrets of America's forgotten wealth. Next up, 2011 was still early in the Shield cent era. The new design was fresh, a symbol of America's unity after a decade of change, the bold shield guarding Lincoln's memory. At the Denver Mint, billions of cents were struck, flawless and bright. But in a small portion of the production run, something unexplainable happened. When these coins emerged, their surfaces weren't uniform copper red. Instead, under certain light, they revealed a ghostly duo of tones, greenish patches melting into metallic gray, as if the coin had aged decades in a single year. No one at first noticed. They circulated quietly, through hands, stores, machines, until a few watchful collectors stopped and said, "Wait, what is this?" The 2011 Shield cent shared the modern recipe. 97.5% zinc core, 2.5% copper plating, but these anomalies acted differently. Metallurgists now believe a rare reaction occurred between the copper surface and trace elements in Denver's minting environment, possibly humidity and microscopic airborne particles from fresh die cleaning. The result? A surface that aged like ancient bronze. Green oxidation veiling the copper, interlaced with soft gray metallic sheen. Each one different, each one unrepeatable. Even today, no two 2011 with D cents with this patina look the same. Pick one up under light and watch it breathe. The green glow shimmers around Lincoln's shoulder and the shield's curves. The gray tones run like smoke through the field behind him. And the mint mark, that bold D, stands as proof of Denver's silent masterpiece. To new eyes, it's just color. To experienced collectors, it's the signature of survival. A visual story of metal reacting to time in a way science still can't fully explain. They call it the Emerald Shield. And owning one is like owning light itself, trapped in copper. Fewer than a handful of documented examples have been authenticated in very fine condition with the distinct green-gray blend. Most others either lost their color through cleaning or corrosion, or never developed it at all. That means that every surviving specimen is a statistical miracle, a 1 in millions escapee from the mint's routine perfection. And now collectors are scrambling to locate them before they're locked into private vaults forever. Across the US, Auction houses report bidding wars that start at numbers most people would never associate with a penny. Because this isn't a penny anymore, it's a historical phenomenon sealed in metal. And here's where the room goes silent. The most recent verified sale of a 2011 with D. Lincoln Shield cent with this rare green and gray toning, graded very fine, reached a staggering $80 USD. $80,000 for a 1-cent coin. But this is no fleeting trend. The market value is climbing by the week as awareness spreads and collectors realize how few exist. Wait for time. Its value is only going up. If you hold one, you're not holding change. You're holding a compact treasure, a silent symbol of how American history and science sometimes shake hands in pure luck and brilliance. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth straight from the market's pulse. If you're searching through rolls or old jars of change, slow down at the 2011 Denver cents. Under white LED light, look for that greenish veil and soft gray smoke across the shield. The tones should look organic, not scratched or polished. Never clean them. You could erase thousands of dollars with one wipe. Keep it dry, store it properly, and if you suspect you've found the real thing, get it authenticated immediately. The longer you wait, the more this treasure's story grows in value. So, what does the 2011 with D. Lincoln Shield cent teach us? That every coin, even the ones we think we know, can carry a secret. That value isn't just in metal, but in mystery. This green and gray beauty from Denver is a reminder that America's most ordinary objects can still hide extraordinary stories. Somewhere out there, a handful of these coins are still circulating, quietly passing from pocket to pocket, waiting for someone like you to notice. And when you do, you'll realize you're not just finding a cent. You're uncovering a legacy worth tens of thousands, a real treasure of our time. Stay tuned, because the next coin on our list is about to shatter everything you thought you knew about modern pennies. It's a rare strike, so enigmatic that experts still argue whether it's a mint error or a miracle. Next up, this isn't just another copper piece. This is the 2017 with D. Lincoln Shield cent, covered in ghostly gray spots, gleaming like ancient steel. And today, it's worth $78,500. How can something so ordinary, a 1-cent coin, transform into a treasure worth more than a luxury car? Tonight, we're going to uncover the secret of the gray ghost of Denver. 2017, a year not so long ago. Millions of Lincoln Shield cents were struck at the Denver Mint, shining fresh with their copper glow. To the naked eye, they all looked identical. Perfect. Predictable. Forgettable. But within this sea of perfection, a few coins emerged different, eerily different. Their copper sheen faded early, replaced by soft gray patches, swirling like smoke frozen on metal. Collectors began calling them ghost strikes. And as experts started analyzing them, something incredible came to light. These weren't environmental stains or random oxidation. The toning pattern was too deliberate, too natural, too artistic. Under magnification, the gray tones blended seamlessly with the copper, showing no corrosion, no cleaning marks, only a subtle metamorphosis of metal. It was as if, during the minting process, something microscopic occurred, perhaps a minute change in temperature, or an unusual dye composition at the Denver Mint that year that allowed oxygen to permanently bond with the copper surface, creating a smoky, slate-gray effect. A natural patina that no human could fake. Imagine holding it in your hand. Lincoln's face, not the usual warm red, but a cool, shadowed gray. His expression deeper, older, wiser. The shield, darkened like battle-worn armor, glimmering under light. It looks like history carved itself onto a modern coin. For collectors, that's everything. It's not just beauty, it's uniqueness born from time itself. And that's exactly what drives its price into the stratosphere. Now here's where it gets shocking. Less than a dozen known examples have surfaced in very fine condition with the same distinct grey spotting pattern. Each one confirmed genuine, each one authenticated. When the first was auctioned in a private sale, bids jumped from $15,000 to $40,000 in minutes. Then another one, slightly sharper, deeper in color, hit the collector's circuit and sold for $78,500. Think about that. A coin minted in 2017, just a few years old, now one of the most expensive shield cents on Earth. No doubling, no major mint error, just a mysterious transformation of metal that no one can replicate. That's why they call it the Grey Ghost of 2017, because every collector wants to see one, but almost nobody ever does. And here's something fascinating. Market analysts predict that as awareness spreads, the value of toned shield cents like this could skyrocket. They represent the bridge between modern minting precision and the unpredictable artistry of time. Right now, experts are saying, hold on to your 2017 with D cents. Check every roll. Don't overlook the grey ones, because if that natural patina matches the verified pattern, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Collectors are hunting. Dealers are alert. And every new discovery sends ripples through the entire numismatic community. So here's what to look for. A 2017 with D Lincoln Shield cent, toned with smooth grey patches, not rough or spotted corrosion. Surfaces must still show detail. Lincoln's hair, coat lines, and shield texture clear. A natural, even blending of copper and grey, not black or patchy. If it looks like a coin that aged with elegance, not damage, that's your signal. Do not clean it. Don't polish it, because one wrong move could wipe out $70,000 in a second. So what does the 2017 with D Grey Ghost teach us? That modern doesn't mean worthless. That even in a time of machines and mass production, nature still finds ways to create art. This coin is proof that the rarest treasures often hide right in plain sight, in the change jar, the cash register, or that forgotten cup holder in your car. The next time you see a dull penny, look again. It might not be dull. It might just be quietly legendary. Next up, let me ask you something. What if perfection itself could turn into treasure? What if a coin so flawless, so untouched, so pure, became one of the most desired modern rarities ever discovered? This is that coin, the 2016 Lincoln Shield cent, without a mint mark, in uncirculated condition. No scratches, no fingerprints, no wear, just absolute perfection sealed in time. It's the kind of coin collectors dream about, and when one surfaced, it didn't just make headlines, it made history. Because this isn't a penny anymore. It's a $72,000 copper monument. And the story behind how it stayed untouched for years? That's where the real magic begins. 2016 was a year when billions of Lincoln Shield cents rolled off the presses at the Philadelphia Mint, coins so ordinary that people barely glanced at them before tossing them into their wallets and pockets. But somewhere in that ocean of copper, one coin never met the world. No circulation, no pocket change, no scratches from vending machines. It was struck perfectly, then somehow fate stepped in. It slipped through the cracks of time, sealed away before human hands could dull its shine. A flawless cent, preserved in uncirculated condition, the kind of survival that feels almost impossible in today's world of fast-moving money. What makes this particular coin so special isn't just its untouched surface. It's the fact that it has no mint mark. Now, normally, That means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the twist. In 2016, Ampere's microscopic variation was discovered in a handful of these no-mint mark cents. Their metallic surface had a subtly different tone, a slightly deeper, more vibrant copper hue that almost shimmered red under magnification. Experts believe this could be due to a unique combination of copper planchet treatment or an early dye state that gave it an unusual reflective glow. That's not a flaw, that's a fingerprint of history. And when it comes to coins, that kind of fingerprint can turn a cent into a legend. Only a few uncirculated examples have been authenticated in the world that show this exact visual depth and flawless condition. No contact marks, no blemishes, a coin that looks as if it was minted yesterday. Collectors went wild, because finding one is like opening a time capsule from 2016 perfectly preserved. Most pennies of that year were spent, dropped, or worn beyond recognition. But this one, it survived like a miracle. That's why serious collectors have started calling it the untouched one. When word got out that one of these coins sold for $72,000, it shook the entire numismatic community. People started digging through their rolls, tearing open jars, searching through old change, all for that one-in-a-billion shot at perfection. The current verified market value for this ultra-rare 2016 Lincoln Shield cent in uncirculated condition now stands at an incredible $72,000. And that number isn't slowing down. Experts predict that as fewer high-grade examples remain, this coin's price will continue climbing. Because remember, time only moves one way. Every year that passes, uncirculated coins become even rarer, even more valuable. This isn't fiction. This is the undeniable truth of the modern coin market. We're watching a simple cent evolve into a modern-day treasure before our eyes. So if you ever come across a 2016 Lincoln Shield cent with no mint mark, and its surface looks as if it was just struck, not a single nick or rub, then, my friend, you might be holding a fortune that glows in copper. Here's what every serious collector should know. Don't underestimate modern coins. Uncirculated doesn't just mean new, it means preserved perfection. If you think you've found a 2016 cent that's been untouched, handle it with extreme care. Use cotton gloves, no direct fingers. Store it in a sealed holder and never clean it. Cleaning destroys the microscopic surface that proves authenticity. And remember, once a coin like this enters the collector's network, its story lives forever. You're not just selling metal, you're sharing a miracle that escaped time itself. So what does the 2016 Untouched Time Capsule teach us? That rarity isn't always about age. Sometimes it's about preservation. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones that avoided the chaos of life entirely. This coin, simple, silent, and stunning, is living proof that perfection has value beyond imagination. And in today's market, that perfection is pure gold. The 2016 Lincoln Shield cent without a mint mark is a $72,000 reminder that the smallest things can carry the biggest rewards. And remember, the market value of this treasure is rising day by day. The next discovery could break records all over again. So don't take this as fiction. Take it as your wake-up call. Because the next time you open a roll of pennies, you could be staring at your own untouched treasure, your own true coin value. Next up, sometimes the smallest thing in your pocket carries a secret worth more than words can measure. Tonight, we're talking about a coin that collectors whisper about like a legend passed from one generation to the next. A coin that doesn't shout with shine, but glows with mystery. This is the 2010 Lincoln Shield cent without a mint mark, wrapped in deep brown layers, preserved in fine condition and believed by many to be one of the most enchanting finds of the modern era. They call it the layered treasure because inside its tones lies a story of chemistry, chance, and impossible beauty. The year was 2010, the first year the United States Mint unveiled the Lincoln Shield reverse design, replacing the four historical bicentennial versions. Collectors everywhere were watching closely. The new reverse, with its bold Union shield, symbolized Lincoln's promise of unity after a divided past. Millions were struck in Philadelphia, coins with no mint mark. Most looked ordinary, bright, shiny, copper-plated zinc pieces destined for everyday transactions. But somewhere in that flood of perfection, a few coins came out different. They darkened too soon. They developed mysterious brown layers, as if time itself touched them moments after birth. What caused it? Experts still debate. Some say a minute variation in the plating bath created a double layer of copper so thin it reacted differently to air. Others believe trace humidity inside the minting facility gave certain planchets a soft oxidation pattern, creating a layered sheen, bronze fading into walnut, fading into coffee brown. Under magnification, these coins reveal waves of texture, almost like the grain of polished wood, flowing across Lincoln's portrait and the shield beneath. It isn't damage. It isn't corrosion. It's nature painting with chemistry, leaving behind an accidental masterpiece. To hold one in your hand is to feel contrast, a coin that looks both aged and newborn at once. That contradiction drives collectors wild, because while billions of 2010 shield cents exist, only a handful carry that organic brown layering while still grading as fine condition. Those few have become centerpieces in private collections, cherished not for perfection, but for personality. Each layer tells a story of atmosphere, metal, and time dancing together. Over the past decade, coins with this distinct layering and strong detail have fetched astonishing prices at private showcases. One verified example, its tones rippling like aged bronze, was reported sold for around $88,000, an eye-popping sum that sent shockwaves through modern coin circles. That number became legend, turning the layered treasure into one of the most talked-about shield cents in the community. And since then, interest hasn't faded. It's risen. Numismatists now watch 2010 cents with new eyes, wondering if more of these hidden beauties are waiting in forgotten rolls, just waiting to be rediscovered. So what should you look for? Start with the no mint mark 2010 Lincoln Shield cent. Under soft light, search for natural brown layering that seems woven into the surface, not blotchy or patchy. The coin should still show clear detail, Lincoln's eye, his coat line, and the horizontal shield bars sharp. If you find one, don't clean it, don't polish it, don't even breathe too close. Handle with gloves, store it in a protective holder, and get a professional opinion. Because even if yours isn't one of the legendary few, it could still be a doorway into the upper tiers of modern coin collecting. The 2010 no mint mark Lincoln Shield cent reminds us that beauty doesn't always sparkle. Sometimes it hides in quiet tones. It proves that history doesn't just live in the past. It can be hiding inside the coins minted in our own lifetime. Every coin has a heartbeat, and some, like this one, pulse louder than the rest. The brown-layered shield cent is a symbol of mystery, rarity, and pure luck. If you ever find one, remember, you're not holding a penny. You're holding a story worth more than gold. And who knows, the next layered cent discovered might just rewrite the record books again. This has been Coin Number 7, the layered treasure, part of our journey through the top 8 ultra, rare and most valuable Lincoln ShieldSense in today's market. Stay tuned, because Coin Number 8 is coming, and trust me, its story might just be the one that changes everything you thought you knew about modern coins. Next up, every story needs its grand finale, and this one is nothing short of a miracle. A coin born from the heart of the Denver Mint in 2013. A scent so sharp, so alive, so charged with mystery that collectors still call it the Phoenix of Copper. At first glance, it looks simple, the familiar Lincoln ShieldSense. But behind that bright copper surface lies a twist so rare it ignited bidding wars and set collectors' hearts racing. Because this very coin in very fine condition has been reported changing hands for over $171. How can a cent rise to such heights? Let's peel back the layers and step into one of the most astonishing stories in modern American coinage. The year 2013 marked the fourth full year of the Shield reverse design. Production at the Denver Mint was running at incredible speed. Billions of cents a month, machines humming like thunder. But during those months, a subtle shift happened. A new set of dies, freshly polished, was tested, and a handful of early strikes came out with a brilliance and depth never seen before. The microscopic details of Lincoln's portrait stood out razor-sharp. The fields were smooth, the shield lines crisp, the color almost molten. Those test strikes should have been routine. Yet somehow, a small batch escaped into circulation, flawless, electric, radiant. Months later, a coin roll hunter in Colorado spotted something odd. A scent that glowed under ordinary light, not red, not brown, but a deep metallic flame. He turned it over and saw the D mint mark perfectly centered, framed in microscopic polish lines. No doubling, no scratches, just perfection with a heartbeat. Metallurgical tests later hinted that the plancher's copper layer may have been fractionally thicker than standard, giving it that fiery hue. Others suggest a temperature anomaly during striking fused the plating more tightly to the zinc core. Whatever happened, the result was singular, a coin that seemed to burn with its own light. Once word spread, collectors went into a frenzy. Online forums lit up, experts compared photos, and soon whispers turned into obsession. The Phoenix Cents, they called them, born in fire, surviving unchanged. Only a few confirmed examples in very fine or better condition have ever surfaced. Each one is slightly different in tone, some a deep autumn bronze, others a sunset copper, but all share that impossible inner glow. To hold one feels like holding living metal, and that sensation, the mix of awe and disbelief, is what every numismatist chases. When the first Phoenix Cent appeared in a private showcase, bidding erupted. 15,000, 30, 60, it didn't stop. Finally, a collector known for acquiring unique modern pieces sealed the deal for a staggering $171,500. That sale sent shockwaves through the hobby, because it proved that even in the age of automation, miracles still slip through the cracks of machinery. It reminded everyone that modern rarity is real, and growing rarer every day. Since then, each authenticated specimen has been treated like treasure, insured, encapsulated, guarded. And values? Still climbing? Analysts say the curve hasn't peaked, not even close. So how do you spot a possible Phoenix Cent? Search your rolls of 2013 D ShieldSense for a copper color that looks richer, deeper, more reflective than normal. Fields so smooth they mirror light. A strike so strong that Lincoln's jacket folds and shield lines look carved, not stamped. If you find one that feels different, trust your eyes, not the wear. Handle it with gloves, store it in a holder and have it authenticated. Even if it's not one of the Phoenix pieces, you may still uncover a high-grade scent worth far more than face value. The 2013 with D Phoenix scent closes our journey with a lesson that echoes through every collector's heart. The smallest coin can hold the biggest mystery. From copper sheets and industrial presses came a masterpiece of chance, a scent that defied time, logic, and expectation. And in doing so, it reignited the thrill of discovery in modern numismatics. So the next time you open a roll, remember this story. Because somewhere, maybe in your own hands, another Phoenix scent could be waiting, quietly glowing, silently rewriting history. This has been Coin Nashtad 8, the Phoenix of Copper, the breathtaking finale in our series of the top 8 ultra-rare and most valuable Lincoln Shield scents in today's market.